Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. And the Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Alabama... He backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially... Those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Florida State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
The run to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Seminoles are threatening in the red zone. With jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Calls his own number. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, no!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing.
And he breaks into the open. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
That was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. And he got a... But somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
On defense, when they line up with numbers, they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. First down here for the offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Noles want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He fires to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Pierre Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swagger. It's just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll start this drive firing. Completes it in the middle. And it's on the ground. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it on the counter. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the 1st. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the 1st guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Holds it in. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And they took a shot. I like it. Make the big play. Once you start getting closer to the goal line, you start running out of space, Jesse. Now, this big play down in the red zone in a scoring position.
Yeah, and it was a nice job, too, David, of the quarterback letting the coverage dictate where he threw the football. That wasn't a force. That wasn't a predetermined decision. That time, he was...
Holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 21 to Stanford. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to run for it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's caught. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Makes the grab on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Seminoles. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open, even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes that Alabama offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
The give on the inside. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it up to 30. Touchdown, Noles! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2. They'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive sphere flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running game, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch. Touchdown Seminoles. And the stomping has commenced.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Iowa State is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there in Ames, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to West Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Gets it out fast. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make a play. That is a recipe for success, finding that matchup and exploiting it.
The give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Makes the catch. It's Mayo. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's got it on the right. Makes his man miss. Still on his feet at the 45. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Past the 30. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone. And now they're set up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, no! And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your... work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Griffin. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Throws to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. There's definitely a school of thought nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The offense set for a first down play. Scanning the field, it's Dorsey. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Looking to throw on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Complete downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Back to throw, it's Dorsey. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
It's now second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front.
Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
He wants to throw here on second down. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He wants it all. Touchdown Seminoles. And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Dorsey. Feeling some heat.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Griffin. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it.
And, man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a lead. They know how to play with the lead. They haven't given up a lot of big plays. Right there, that's one of the bigger plays they've given up today. And at this point in the game, garbage time, you're all right with that, man. That's just padding the stats for the...
Here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too.